Good to see you. Stay here. Customs are asking for our help, and we have a meeting with them in a moment. It's about a case of arms smuggling. I'd like to introduce you to Ps4. She's a colleague from Customs and is asking for our help.
Thank you, Mr. Becker. Customs has obtained information that illegal weapons are being transported on the Autobahns in your operational area. For this reason, we would like to inspect a large number of lorries in a joint operation to hopefully find one of these vehicles.
Basically, this means that we will conduct lorry inspections, but for once only concentrate on the cargo. So you don't waste any unnecessary time on the usual inspection routine. Okay, now off you go.
Please come in. Car 11 here. What's up, dispatch? I've just sent you some coordinates. Drive to the rest stop. There's a vehicle on fire there. The fire service has already been alerted. Roger, dispatch. We're nearly there. Dispatch, please come in. Car 11 here. Here. The mess has been cleared up. The section of the Autobahn is free again.
Hello, this is a lorry inspection. Could I please take a look at your cargo space?
Go ahead. Be my guest.
So, I'm back again. Your container was empty except for these two things. What's up with the teddy bear and the shoe?
Well, that's not illegal, is it?
No, of course not. And neither is giving reasonable answers.
Well, I had old clothes in my container, and this must have been left behind. Precisely.
Ah, okay. I'm sure you won't have any objection to us keeping these two items, will you?
No, go ahead.
Good. That's it then. No need for documents and a further vehicle inspection at this time. Have a safe journey.
Hey, why have you taken the old teddy and the child's shoe with you?
I've got a feeling that there's more to this than the driver is letting on. Call it intuition, if you like.
You gradually develop a sense for this kind of thing. You should always trust your intuition.
Attention all emergency vehicles. There's a pursuit underway. Multiple officers are pursuing a wanted escapee with a warrant for his arrest. All emergency vehicles, please respond. Car 4 here. Send us the vehicle data. We'll get the guy. Here's the information. Be careful and don't overdo it. Dispatch, please come in. Car 2 here. What's up, Car 2? The driver of a suspicious vehicle is resisting the traffic check. It is a white coupe. We sent you the number plate. We are in pursuit and are moving north. Copy, Car 2. I will notify cars in the vicinity. According to the computer, the white coupe is a stolen vehicle. Proceed with caution. Roger, dispatch. Dispatch, please come in. Car 2 here. Dispatch here. We're breaking off pursuit. The suspect is driving too fast and too recklessly. The risk was too high for us and for everyone else on the road. Copy, Car 2. In the meantime, we've started a nationwide search for the vehicle. Return to the station. You're still needed here. Attention all units. Someone has just been reported driving on the wrong side of the road. The vehicle in question is said to be a red compact car. The vehicle was last seen near the main cemetery. Officers are blocking the section in question, but keep your eyes open. We've stopped the vehicle. The driver is over 80 and is obviously confused. We'll bring him to the station. Luckily, nothing happened. Roger, Car 4, good work.
Hello, we're currently conducting a sample check of lorries on this section of the Autobahn. May we inspect your cargo, please?
Hello. Go ahead. But please make it quick. I've got an appointment.
Thank you very much. This won't take long.
So? Did you get what you needed?
Oh yes, we got it all right. You're coming to the station with us.
What? Why? Is something wrong?
You could say that, yes. These weapons that you're transporting, where are they from?
Weapons? What weapons? I don't know anything about any weapons.
The lorry will be seized and we're taking you down to the station. There's a colleague from Customs waiting there who you can tell everything to.
Even at my age, I've still managed to land the big fish. Sorry, I mean we, of course.
See, Hans? You're never too old for a big fish.
Hey, don't get cheeky with me.
All vehicles, we have a collision.
Looks like we have our suspect. The whole cargo area was full of weapons.
Good work. Obviously you were on the right track.
Yes. Thanks to you, we've been able to take a lot of weapons out of circulation. But we'll take it from here.
Ah, good thing you're here. We've received an anonymous tip that there are some sinister characters loitering in our Autobahn WCs doing dodgy things. The caller seemed a bit odd, but we should still follow up on the matter. I'll send the coordinates to the sat-nav in your patrol car.
Okay then. There's always something new. We'll set off straight away.
We have a suspicious vehicle. It's a brown compact car, and Car 6, this is New U. Can you take it?
Car 6 here. Did anyone take down the number plate?
Yes, we'll send it over to you.
Got it. We'll take care of it.
Ah, it's you. It must have been you who called the station.
Yes, if I see anything suspicious, then I feel obliged to report it to the police.
Okay, then tell us what you saw.
So, until just a moment ago, there were two really dodgy characters knocking around here. They haven't been gone long. You only just missed them.
And what were they doing that was so dodgy?
One of them was just standing around, waiting. Then, when the second one arrived, they both went to the toilet together. Oh, and they both had a really big bag with them.
All right, I'll see if I can find anything suspicious inside. I hope you didn't go in as well.
No, of course not. I don't want to tamper with evidence again or anything like that.
Please, wait outside. Well, what do we have here?
Have you found anything of interest?
Didn't I tell you to stay outside?
I was outside, but I want to watch you do your police work.
All right, just don't touch anything. What we're looking at here is a whole lot of drug paraphernalia.
Oh, I knew it.
Hey, don't lean on that. There, on the wall. That looks like some kind of code.
Where? Oh no!
Great, now half of it's been smudged. I'll make a note of what's left. The next time you enter a crime scene, you should try being a bit more careful. But still, good work. Calling us was exactly the right thing to do. This seems to be a big deal.
Oh, thanks. Anytime. And of course, next time I'll be more careful.
I'd better get back to the station anyway. You certainly shouldn't stay here alone. Go home.
I will do. Bye.
Hello, boss. We found some extremely interesting evidence in an Autobahn toilet. It supports our previous suspicions that drugs are often sold there. There was some kind of code written on one of the walls, which I'm afraid got partly smudged. I think the dealers are using it to communicate with each other, to arrange new meeting locations.
That sounds convincing. Show me. If it is as you suspect, we will soon have an undercover mission. Our unmarked vehicles should be ready by then. As soon as my contact has more to tell us about the code, I'll let you know. Good work.
Guys, we have a serious accident involving a lorry. There is at least one person who's been seriously injured. I'll send the exact coordinates to your sat-nav straight away.
We're en route.
Who can take this on? California, we'll do it. Chasing speeders in comfortable clothes. Who can say no to that? Return to the station then, to change your clothes.
I'll take care of checking the personal details before you speak to the people. In the meantime, you can take care of something else. I've recorded the personal details. Everything okay so far?
Hello, could you give me a brief overview of the situation?
Of course. There was a traffic jam here recently, and this compact car was at the very end, behind a lorry. A second lorry came along and collided with the car, virtually without braking. The driver had no chance.
She didn't make it.
I'm afraid not. I hope it was quick for her sake. The vehicle was completely crushed. No one could have survived that. Count your blessings that you didn't see it.
Okay, thanks.
If you want to question the driver of the lorry, you should know that he's in shock. I don't think you'll get much out of him. His name is Peter Kimmich, and the cause, well, that's quite a different matter. Look, I've got to get on with things.
And what do you mean by that? Well, I guess I'll find out. Hi, how are you doing? Mr. Kimmich, I can imagine you're in shock, but could you still try to answer a few of my questions?
Yes. The best I can. It simply hasn't sunk in yet what happened there.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not much. There was a jam, as usual around this time. I'd been sitting here for 2 minutes, and then something crashed into my trailer. The first thing I thought was another lorry must have hit me from the rear. He probably didn't even brake. I didn't notice the crushed car until I got out. It's so terrible. Things like this shouldn't happen.
Okay, that's enough, Mr. Kimmich. Thank you very much for speaking to me. You should be in hospital. An ambulance will take you there. Hello. Wait a minute. Don't I know you? We've had a run-in recently, haven't we?
Yes, I'm afraid you're right.
I'll come back to that in a moment, but first tell me what happened here.
Well, I mustn't have been paying attention for a moment. Suddenly, there was the traffic jam, and I had no time to react.
Do I smell alcohol? Have you been drinking again? Tell me.
I'm so sorry. I didn't want this, honestly. But my job is so stressful, and my wife gives me hell at home. I just had to block it all out for a moment.
Do you realise this poor woman was literally crushed to death in her car? That wouldn't have happened if you'd followed the law. You're coming with us to the station, where we'll take down your statement and perform a blood test to determine your exact blood alcohol level.
Never let yourself be guided by your feelings. They can get you into a hell of a mess. If you'd taken him in back then, this wouldn't have happened today. I just wanted to tell you that. I think you've got enough things to chew over for yourself. Everyone makes mistakes, but this should not happen again.
I have a very urgent call for you. A small aircraft needs to make an emergency landing. It won't make it to the next airport, so it needs to land on the Autobahn. I'll tell you the rest when you're in the car. Go, step on it.
We'll set off straight away.
Emergency vehicles. Since our team of plainclothes officers have fallen ill, we need a replacement. Who can take this on? Car 4 here. We'll do it. Chasing speeders in comfortable clothes. Who can say no to that? Return to the station then, to change your clothes and car.
I have a very urgent call for you. I'll tell you.
We'll set off straight away.
Please turn on the matrix. Stop.
Dispatch, please come in. Car 11 here. Headquarters here. Everything checked up. Connection with Autobahn is free again. And we're coming you back to there. We have a suspicious vehicle. It's a brown compact car, and the